Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen. I am here. Sorry, I have a little bit of allergies today. I'm here to not only talk about this wig on my head, but also to talk about the company where I got her from, Locks and Tops. I think as women, it's important that we support other women in their ventures, and that's this company is worth it. So I really want to give her a shout out today. So let's get to it. Let's first talk about the wig on my head, and then we'll talk about Locks and Tops. And let's go. So this is Bradshaw. She is from the Icons collection. She is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is new, brand new, right out of the box. Still has her zigzag part. I did comb through her a little bit because she's a little bit of a face flopper, but I kind of wanted to see how she comes. I have another one in the exact same color over here that I have actually modified and put in a middle part, and at some point I will put her on in this video so you can see. So anyways, let's start with Bradshaw is part of the Icons collection, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of making sure that I get this right because I don't want to make any mistakes here. She is heat friendly. She has a full double monofilament top. Basically what that is there are two layers here. There's the layer where the wefting is, or the fibers are sewn in, and then there's a cover over the top. And I don't know, it's super comfortable. I think on some of mine that don't have it, sometimes you can feel some of the knotting. I can't on this one. This is super, super comfortable. She has a full ear tab to ear tab lace front. This here is just some stitching. Oh, my lighting, I'm so sorry. Where the lace and the monofilament tops meet. Excuse me. She has silicone ear tabs, and if you look really close, they're easy to take off. You just need a seam ripper. I actually really like them. They grip really well. They hold where they need to hold, and they're not uncomfortable for me, but I know that some people, they kind of are. So here is, let me get her up here. Here is that hand-tied cap all throughout here. Here we have some closed wefting. I would call this a 3/4 hand-tied cap. That's me. Some people say, no, this is, whatever. We're not going to go there. It's hand-tied, and it's got some wefting at the bottom to help hold the integrity of the style. Down here we have a Velcro nape. We have Velcro ear tabs, which I really, really like. And I mean, she's just beautiful. So let's get into her measurements. So she is 12.5, they say, on the sides. And I would have to say that that's pretty correct. I mean, there's a few shorter pieces maybe in the bang area, but I think if you part it in the middle, they all come out to about 12.5. I'm, quickly, I am 8 to 8 here and 3 here. So this sits just below my shoulders, kind of right at my shoulders. It sits really well, actually. The side, so like I said, the sides are about 12.5, and then the nape is 6.5 to 7, and overall she is 13 to 13.5 inches. She weighs about 4 ounces. I have an average head. I'm 22 around, but I measure petite from the front of my head to the back of my head and from the ear to ear. This cap fits me beautifully. She might be a little snug if you go looking where I have her at. She might be a little snug on a 23, but you can zit her in for smaller heads. I mean, I don't know. She's comfortable to me, and it really is, a matter of preference. Some people will say, oh, this is too tight, and they are close or similar measurements than I am, and some people are like, I love this wig. I love this wig. So let me quick show you all around. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my other wig on so that you can see it parted in the middle and how you can make changes to it. And then we're going to get into the company. So this is my left side. And this is my back. And this is my right side. And here's the front. And let me go ahead and I'm going to stick mine on so you can see what it looks like quickly while I'm doing this. I started losing my hair years ago. And it just was so gradual. It just thinned out. It wasn't, I could still work with it. 2 years ago, I had a surgery. Actually, I've had 2 surgeries in the last 2 years. And between those 2 surgeries, I lost, a ton of hair. And I needed to find a solution because it was quickly coming to the point where I knew, I would spend an hour in the bathroom doing my hair. It would look okay when I left the bathroom. But then it just got to where I saw a picture of myself one day and I went, no. And that's when I started looking into wigs. But let me kind of tell you about Karen and Locks and Tops here. I heard rumblings about Locks and Tops back, I believe it was May. And so it kind of piqued my interest because, here's this company coming where they're saying that, the owner of it wants to bring affordable wigs to women. And hey, affordable, I'm right there because let me tell you, wigs are expensive. But I looked into her. I've followed her from the beginning. I was there at the launch party. And I want to say that Karen's story is much like this Karen story. We lose her in our hair and we're looking for solutions. We're not happy with what we're finding. There is a lot of misinformation out there. There is a lot of, I don't want to cut anybody down because everybody's trying to make whatever. But I ended up spending some money on some wigs that they were not what they were promised. So Karen said that, she started digging in and doing research and looking for a better solution, better wigs, better this, better that, between human, synthetic, all of it. And she quickly realized that her calling was to help other women find better wigs that work for them, wigs that they can find their confidence in again, feel comfortable, that they can afford. This is the market is very saturated with very, very, very different kinds of wigs and very different price points and very this and very that. And I'm not knocking people that, they like one over the other. I simply prefer the Belle Tress wigs myself. But anyway, let's get back to this company. So this company launched in June. And like I said, I've been following her and I've been watching her and I am impressed with what I've seen. I have bought 5 wigs from her since June and I am super happy about the quality, but not just the quality. Karen is helpful. Karen is knowledgeable. Karen takes the time to get to know people. I can message her and she will help me if I need it. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. I can't say enough. And the company is great. I'm going to just read you a little snippet of something that we had talked about, and just so you kind of get to know her. She says, at Locks and Tops, honesty and quality comes first. I'll always give you my genuine opinion about what I believe will work best for you. I demand highest standards from every place I carry because if I wouldn't wear it myself, I wouldn't expect my customers to either. Amen, sister. Totally, totally, totally have found this to be absolutely 100% true about her in the time that I've gotten to know her. And her business isn't just about wigs. It's about restoring confidence, providing support, and walking alongside women who deserve to feel beautiful. And we do, each and every one of us. And we need to be empowered every single day. And I truly find that that's what Karen does for me in my journey. Don't get me wrong, I've met some really wonderful people on the way with this. is. I've had lots of people help me. I've had lots of people, and there's several different companies that I've worked with to get a few wigs, and some of them are really good and some of them aren't, but that's neither here nor there. But I just really, really want in my reviews to not just review wigs, but also to review these companies so that other women can hopefully find a place where they can find themselves, where they can find their hair again, where they can feel confident again, where they can find their joy. And I do believe that Locks and Tops is one of those places. And Karen is one of those wonderful people. And she has helped me find my confidence and my joy in hair. I don't know what else I can say. The website is www.locksandtops.com. That's www.locksandtops.com. And I spell it out because I'll tell you what, when I was looking for it the first time, I didn't find it. And I found out that I was spelling it wrong. And Locks and Tops is super easy, but I think I was hearing something different. I don't know. That's me. But anyways, I hope that you find this review helpful. I hope that you will check her out. Reach out to her if you have any questions. She's got some really cool things coming down the pike, and I'm going to leave that for her to explain because I don't know when these things are happening. I just know that some of it I'm really super excited for. So everybody, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Find your joy. Wear the hair. God bless.